Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Marjorie. Today we are doing a mini wreath with this 8-inch wreath form from the Dollar Tree. Now I'm just going to use 10 pipe cleaners, and initially I'm going to take a pipe cleaner and at each of the crossbars on the 2 outer rings I'm going to attach a pipe cleaner on those. And then I'll go in between each of those pipe cleaners on the 2 outer rings. And I will place a pipe cleaner in between each of those. Then I will take 4 pipe cleaners and use the middle and inner ring and attach them to those. Now you'll see here, because this is the first time I've actually done one of these 8-inch wreath forms, so I'm just trying to figure out the placement of my my pipe cleaners. And so I decided to just go ahead and put them on where I think that they should go. And then once I have all 4 of those on, I do go ahead and kind of move them around a little bit and give it a better placement to where it's a little bit more even. And you'll see here I'm tucking them in, and they're pretty even as I can get them. Now I cut the longer strips. You know, honestly, I can't even remember. It's probably about 20 inches or so. And then I just do the cruffle method, where you see that I curl in one side and then flip it over, curl in the other side, and then scrunch them together in the middle. So I do 10 of those, 1 for each pipe cleaner. And the 10-inch mesh on here I think works really great, and it makes it to be a really full wreath. And you really only need 1 roll, unless you're doing multiple colors, but essentially you only need 1 roll. And so here I take, and I believe I cut 15 inches for the rest. Excuse me. And I actually just lay it down where the curl side is down on the table. I flip one of the ends under about 1 inch just to hide the cut edges, and then I ruffle it, and I leave the other end, the opposite end, I leave that curled under for about 1 inch. And I do that to all of them. So I did cut 10 pieces of these, and I placed it into each one of the pipe cleaners. Now remember, this is an 8-inch wreath form, and I believe once I put everything on here, it actually ends up being like a 16-inch wreath, and it is very full and very beautiful. So I bought this beautiful welcome sign from Temu. It is a little wooden one. You can get aluminum ones as well. But it's already got 2 holes punched in it. And then I'm going to just put 2 floor gauge wires in there. But I'm also going to anchor it a bit at the very bottom. So once I get these 2 floral wires in, I have one of those cable tie mounts that I'm going to glue on to the bottom right in the center. And then I just take a little bit of the Gorilla Super Glue, add a dab of it on there, and stick it right on top. And then of course I take some Gorilla Hot Glue, and I glue the perimeter of the mount as well, just for some added security. And then once I've got that glue added all around that cable mount, then I add another floral wire right in that cable mount. Now I always like to give mine a good couple of twists just to make sure it's pretty secure. Then, if you saw my haul that I had, my craft outlet haul, my last video, that tool that you see laying on my cutting mat is to cut ribbon tails, and it adjusts so you can cut various sizes. Now, because this is a little bit smaller wreath, then I believe I cut the ribbon tails at 13 inches. And I just cut 10 pieces, one for every pipe cleaner, at 13 inches. And all you're doing is just wrapping it around itself. Make sure you're counting it properly. And once I wrap it to where there's 5 on each side, then I just go ahead and cut the one end off. Then, in order to get it out, this adjusts, so I just push it down, and that way I can have all of my tails ready and still nicely put together. And then I will just go ahead and cut the bottom and the top, and it will give me my tails. This tool does make it a lot quicker to work with, and me being the cheap person I am, I mean, it was like 13 bucks, but to me, I splurged on buying that for myself. I normally wouldn't buy something like that just because I could normally cut it for free how I was cutting it, but I thought, you know, this will definitely speed up the time of me making the ribbon tails, and so I splurged and got one. I love it. So once I got my ribbon tails cut, I dovetailed, as you saw, the 2.5 inch ribbon, but the 1.5 inch ribbon, I just cut the tails at an angle on each end. So I pair them up, find the middle, and then I actually just kind of bunched it in on the sides, or in the middle on the sides. And I put it in a V shape, curve the tails a little bit, and then I'm putting it into the pipe cleaner. And now I don't plan on doing anything else with the pipe cleaner, so I just trim that off and tuck the excess right behind it. And now just trying to fluff it out. As you see, one more time, I crisscross it a little bit, bunch it up in the middle, then I curve the ends, fold it in a V a little, and then put it right into my pipe cleaners. Give it a few good twists and trim that excess off, and then tuck it. So once I have all the tails on, I take my wreath, and you'll see here it can be a little bit of a struggle sometimes. Even though this is a small wreath and I do actually try to find the center, the tails of whether it's floral wires, pipe cleaners, whatever, they do tend to like to get lost in the mesh sometimes. But I try to separate the mesh as best I can, and then I reach under the mesh and grab the two tails and give it a good couple of twists, just kind of lightly, because I don't want to do it too tight, but I want to get it on there secure so I don't lose the ends and stuff. So here I am. While I put the bottom portion of the sign down first, I didn't secure it like I did with the top, and I lost the two tails. Well, I lost one of the tails, so I had to go back in and find it, and then here I'm just doing a good few twists. Now, I do like to come back sometimes and check out the front to make sure it's even, that one part's not up too high and that it's sitting just right on top of the mesh. You want to make sure you don't pull the signs in too tight so you're not pulling it into the mesh. You basically just want the sign to be sitting nicely on top of the mesh. Now with the excess wire, I go ahead and twist them around and make sure that the ends are tucked into the deco mesh so that way the little wires are not sticking out. And as cute as this wreath is, the way it currently is, I decide that I want to add some florals. Well, not florals, some greenery. So I take some greenery from the boxwood from Walmart, and I just cut them in each of the little sprigs off. And then what I do is I will go back in and I will cut those down into smaller pieces as well. And then I'll just add some hot glue and attach it to the wreath. Now I do apologize that the majority of this is out of frame. I didn't realize it was, so I apologize for that. But I don't show all of it, but I do show just a few pieces of sprigs that I'm trying to place them, see where I like them. And then once I find that I like a good position and there's a good amount of it, then I go ahead and attach them to the wreath. And here it all is complete. Is this not super cute? It is great for any door. Thank you so much for taking some time with me. I appreciate it. And you guys have a very blessed week.